What's going on, everybody? We're back with another video. Today's topic: sexual assault double standard between men and women. Now, I got a video here for you that I guess happened 8-9 months ago, and it just so happened to resurface back on the internet. An incident happened on Twitch where this individual, I'm guessing he's a streamer's assistant, his name is Said, and he was taken advantage of by these two ladies without his consent. This incident here is sad and disgusting, and it's also very telling of how warped and messed up our society is, because we put women in this box to where they're these frail and innocent creatures, and that they're always the victim and men are always the predators, and it's never vice versa. You know, they can be just as manipulative and dangerous as men can be, but somehow society always turns a blind eye towards them. You'll see more about what I'm referring to within this video. So without wasting any more time, let's get on into it.
Now they got it.
Take all of this off. Take it off. Hey, yo, cut the cameras, cut the cameras. Yo, cut the cameras, bro. Don't do it. Look at my Louis Vuitton scarf. Hold on. No outside clothes on the bed. Hold on. What's going on?
You can't just forcibly take it out.
Look at that bag. Look at that bag. This is a nice bag. Hold on, this is a nice bag.
Yo!
How much this cost? Turn around. No. Started for the side.
Now, apparently this young man has some type of autism, I believe. And like, I've been told that when people like laugh nervously like that, is just it's like a defense mechanism to try to like take their mind off of like what's happening in front of them. But he's uncomfortable as fuck, this whole situation, and she just keeps on like just approaching this man and just having her way with him. And we got all these men in here and all these people that's around not pushing the issue. Like, they can tell that he's uncomfortable, but they're not trying to stop her or like cut the cameras off and just stop the situation altogether. Everybody in this room is looking horrible right now.
What? Yo,
I need this. I needed this. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Zoe, he's not consenting. He's not consenting.
Yes, he is.
Yo, that's my bag, bro. No.
Can I have it?
No, you can't have my bag.
Yeah. Wait, you need to get the out of the bag. What? You heard it.
Yo, what is happening? Yo.
I got another clip here, same incident, just a different area. Shout out to Asmongold.
You can see, right? This is a girl climbing on top of him. I don't want to hear the audio. Turn it down. So they're climbing on top of this guy. This guy is clearly trying to get away. Clearly trying to get away. And she's trying to push her ass towards him.
I got you.
And this is the girl, Zoe Spencer. This is the other girl, Nina Lynn, who's walking in here. So they're both grabbing him with both of their arms, trying to hold him.
23.
No.
He's consensual.
No, he's not consenting.
Yes,
He's
he
not
is.
consenting. He's
23 and consensual is crazy. He's clearly trying to get away, but y'all keep forcing yourselves on this man. What if it was the other way around? What if that was y'all in his shoes and he decided to have his way with y'all? How would y'all feel then? Wouldn't y'all feel uncomfortable as well? Like, it's fucked up that where y'all mindset is, and y'all incriminating, both of y'all are incriminating yourselves. This here is a legal matter at this point.
even saying he's not consenting. He's trying to stop this from happening, but it's such an awkward, weird situation that most people are just affected by the bystander effect, right? He's trying to stop this from happening. She is getting in there, being physical with him right now at this very moment. So, and she's grabbing him. She's grabbing him right here. And you can see. And now she's holding him with her arm around his neck. You can see right here. And then this other girl is twerking on top of him.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there.
That's right.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Hold on. Hold on. Sit down.
And so,
I'm gonna give y'all a scenario, right? Let's say that she did what she did, right? And he like, no, I don't want this, I don't want this. And she proceeds to do what she wants to do, right? Now let's say that he one upped her, right? Let's just say he said, fuck it, right? You gonna take advantage of me? I'm gonna take advantage of you. And then he proceeds to have his way with her. And the whole time he's having his way with her, she's like, no, stop. I don't want this. But he turns around and said, oh, I didn't want it either, but you forced my hand. You know you want this. You know, who's in the wrong at that point? You know, it's all fun and games until somebody matches your energy. And like, I be seeing these like videos online with like these women, they be doing like pranks and shit. But the prank is they run around and sit on random men's lap, just awkwardly as hell. And like, they all, you know, it's funny. They think it's funny, but it's not, because you put this man in a fucked up predicament and you putting yourself in a fucked up predicament, because you never know who's about it. You know, some men might be down with that shit. Like, all right, shit, that's what we on. Shit, let's go. Let's throw down, you know? And next thing you know, you want to play victim all of a sudden, but no, you put yourself in this predicament. Like, you have no sense of like safety and care for yourself. And we just got to do better as a people, because shit like this shouldn't be happening on either sides.
And now sit down. Now, this clip is actually quite short. These girls, and this is also not the only time they did this, okay? Wait, what the fuck? I didn't even see this. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
It apparently happened again. Like, it's just like they just keep doing it. Like, it's crazy.
There's another one.
Okay. She said she gonna hold him down.
These are the same girls.
Saeed, come.
Oh my God, you're the girl Saeed been saying so much about.
He hasn't.
Yeah.
You've been talking about me.
Yeah.
Babyface need a barber. He do need a barber.
You know, they just traumatized this man at this point. And this happened on multiple occasions. Just imagine if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all, and a random ass dude was holding down these chicks and just thrusting his dick in their face. Just imagine the backlash he would get. But since they females, it's okay. And it's fucked up. And like, we got all these bystanders here and nobody is doing nothing because it's a man and they think they're having a good time, enjoying themselves, right?
With the kids.
Get him.
Why?
There it is. They literally went and held him down again while she was twerking on him. Yeah. And so, get him. Exactly. That's an adult, right? And it's two people that went and did that at the same time.
Zoe Spencer and Nina Lynn, they got a 24-hour ban on Twitch for assault live on camera. They live streamed themselves assaulting a man. Sounds like I'm exaggerating, but if you see the video for yourself, you can see it. And the guy's very upset. Free Sayed. Free the guy, man. He's mentally traumatized by this. I thought they were gonna get a much bigger punishment because apparently I thought it was out for a couple days. That clip was 8 months ago. I was wrong in my tweet. I thought this was a couple days because it was going around and like, why aren't they banning him? That clip is 8 months old. And the only reason Twitch banned them, Zoe and Nino, is because of the backlash, not because of the.
So this shit happened 8-9 months ago. They get a day suspension on Twitch. They back on the platform thriving, mind you. No charges has been met towards them officially that we know of or we're aware of. And nothing happens. They get away scot-free. They can go about it again. They might try to do it again to somebody else. We don't know. But it's all this does is justify their bad behavior. And the only time shit like this gonna get taken seriously if they continue to do what they do and it backfires on them. It's fucked up. And this is a common occurrence with Twitch itself because they let a lot of women on the platform do whatever the fuck they want. And it's causing the platform to like degrade in a way because all they care about is profit and sex sells. So they cool with shit like this on their platform. I got another video here when the victim comes out. The guy that was sexually assaulted, and he's gonna tell you his side of the story and how he feels about the whole matter. Like he's fucked up by this whole situation, and the chicks that did it don't care at all.
I don't know where to begin. I'll say this first. for the people that think that I'm going to use this for like any sort of type of like clout or anything like that, I disabled all ads on the stream because I don't care about money. I don't care about anything like that. Made sure to disable all the ads because people will think that I'm trying to find some type of way to make this situation something. Like, I don't know. As you know, in February, some things did happen on the stream, and I didn't handle it properly. I mean, I did talk about it briefly, and I just didn't want to deal with it more because certain people reacting to certain ways. I have logs of multiple things talking about it, and I'll show all of them, and I will come out about past experiences where this has affected me a lot. Back when it originally happened, it was, I'm not going to show the video because it does still make me weirded out a lot. But originally when it happened, one of my friends reached out to me because I went live to get my mind off of it. And
basically it's saying DMs after the incident were exchanged between him and his friend. While you end stream, people are just ruining my mood. I want to blow my brains out. I am at the bottom of the barrel right now. It's crazy. This was after he got sexually assaulted. He's disgusted with himself and he's putting the blame on him. He's just ready to end it all, and like they just having a good time while he miserable about the whole thing.
During my mood, and I said I was at the bottom of the barrel, and honest to God, it was doing a lot towards me. And the reason why I didn't say anything about it on stream or anything like that is I've dealt with something like this before, and I didn't want to. When I dealt with it originally, I was working at a job, and it was a gym, and I told my boss about it, and all he did was make jokes about it.
And that's just like the fucked up thing about it, because you can't even, stuff like this, you can't even bring it up to other men damn near, because all men care about is like sex for like the most part, a lot of dudes. And I'm pretty sure after this incident, he was probably called gay because of it. Like, that's what a lot of dudes do. They joke about it, like, oh, you should have just took that shit. You know, if that was me, I would have handled that type shit, you know? But not every dude is like that. And instead of them consoling him, making sure he's okay or whatnot, they joke about it because their mind is warped. Like, we think that it's okay for shit like that to happen when it happens to us. You know, we can never be victims of sexual assault, apparently.
And I tried to talk about it a lot more, and I didn't want to tell my parents. And it did affect me a lot. And this situation did bring back those memories, and it was hard to move past it originally. I went ahead and talked to my friend about it.
I shouldn't have turned on stream because it just made it worse. Yeah, everybody needs that time and space. I'm not sure what the situation is, but honestly, never let someone else's opinion affect you if it goes against your morals and values. The reason why the whole situation was like bad for me because I was sexually assaulted 2-3 years ago. Fuck, dude. By a gay man and nearly R-worded. Holy shit. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Yeah, that's why I got my mods just to ban the term, because I don't want to talk about it. Just weird situation. Do you feel a certain way about it now, or are you still healing from it? Well, it opened up past thoughts during that time. I feel like you're really going through it right now. Today specifically, or these past few days, have been very mentally burdening. Yet it happened 2 days ago in a row. Just need to mentally reset. That's crazy, man. You never know who going through it for real. Like that's why y'all gotta be like careful, like what y'all do and say to people, man. It's you never know who experienced shit like that. And all you did was bring up a trauma response that he probably had buried in the back of his mind like for years, and y'all just brought it back to him to relive the experience.
I said that originally I was sexually assaulted 2 to 3 years ago by a gay man, and I had my mods ban all the terms because I didn't want to deal with having to read all the messages. I would have people commenting into my chat saying literally the worst things, and people would go around and everything, and I just didn't want to deal with that at all. But then I said I was depressed for the last 3 days. I don't know, I just ever since that this whole thing resurfaced, like every single time it resurfaces, it just takes a toll on me, and I just don't want to talk about it just because of that. And like the main thing for me is like I don't want my parents to see it and then have them like break down over it, because I did later on tell my parents about the sexual assault, and my mom ended up crying for a whole month and felt like it was her fault. And I'm like, yesterday I got a call from my IRL, and she did talk to me about it, and I didn't expect it to reach the public like that, because I thought it would just stay in its circle, and it didn't stay in the circle, and it was very hard to hear my IRL say that she wanted me to tell her. And I think that really, like, I was just depressed all day yesterday. I did not want to talk to anyone. And then when it was resurfacing, I ended up deactivating my Twitter account, because I just didn't, I was already dealing with something. And you know, the subathon and everything. I didn't want to read more messages about people saying like what's going on isn't, like, it doesn't matter. Like, people were just putting it down over and over again, and there were some people that were actually like, I will give credit to YBG, and I did thank him afterwards, because I just didn't want it to be as large, because it would just ruin my mood completely, and it would just, and then there's a point where I thought I should just step away from the subathon, because I didn't want to deal with putting other people down. And I did have a conversation with other people, and they said it wouldn't bring them down. And there was like other situations on this. There are other situations on this. Well, this wasn't like the only thing. The thing is, I smile because, like, I was like nervous, and I just, like, I'm not a streamer, so I don't know, like, I don't know the things that a streamer should know, and so people are just say like, oh, why are you smiling? It's like,
now you can tell he's a bit of an awkward guy, and he's not used to shit like that. But the whole time he was running away from him, you know, why didn't it click in those ladies' heads that, okay, he's not interested, maybe I should stop while I'm ahead? He's clearly uncomfortable, but yet they just kept going on because they feel like they could do that.
It's like my coping mechanism. And like, there's this one right here that obviously, like, there are multiple other things that people are showing now, and I literally run away here. I literally run away here, and I'm getting chased down the whole time. And this is the part where it literally just hold me down again and do it. Basically, like, I didn't want this whole thing to have an outcome like this. I mean, I didn't want it to, like, them being banned is not really anything to me, because at the end of the day, like, sexual assault is a crime, and people that say that it's not sexual assault, I don't know what you think sexual assault is or anything like that, but I don't know what to tell you. Like, as a person that's literally dealt with sexual assault previously, it has taken a lot, like a large total on my head. And even when I tweeted out this, it did take a lot out of me not to do anything, because I do have a history of suicidal thoughts and stuff like that.
Damn.
And that day I was alone, and I just didn't want to, like, I just sat there and thought to myself over and over again,
What if he would have did it? Took himself out for that shit.
and even this morning I did wake up. I mean, I'm grateful for having friends and stuff like that, and they did reach out to me just to make sure I'm okay. But it did take a lot out of me to sit down and talk about this. And like, people that blame other like streamers for not doing anything, they did do stuff. I've had
They did stuff, but they didn't do enough. Like, all them dudes in there, you don't think they had enough strength to, like, remove them chicks off y'all? And it's crazy because it was their stream. Like, somebody sexually assaulted somebody on your stream, my boy, you could have lost your shit. You could have lost everything that you love because of what somebody else did. You would have think that they would at least, like, remove her because of that. But no, it just was nobody thinking at that moment.
had conversations with multiple other streamers, and they did offer me solutions, and I didn't take them because I just didn't think the outcome would happen. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Thank you for everybody that spoke out for me, and, you know, people that still do defend me. I don't want to make it a situation where people are saying it's misogyny or anything like that. When I didn't, like, I don't want it to be a whole thing where it's like misogyny or anything like that, or like incels or anything like that. I just want it to be where it's just like, you can believe a person no matter, you know, what's going on.
I mean, it's not really that. I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong. It wouldn't matter if it was a man or a woman that was doing it. You know, you shouldn't be taking advantage of somebody. If they clearly say no, no means no. Like, you don't just keep going on and do it just because you feel like, or you entitled to, because you feel as though there's no consequences behind your actions. But still, it's not misogyny. If anything, it's a little bit of sexism, because ain't no way. If it was a dude doing it, y'all, he would be in jail right now or had a big ass fine, but nothing happened with these chicks.
I mean, people don't believe this, even though there's like physical evidence out there. But yeah. Thank you, everybody, and I mean, it was a very short explanation. I will be taking time to deal with it myself, and I'll obviously try and work on being more vocal about it, and I really hope that people learn from this and try and understand like other people can deal with stuff like this, and you probably don't even know. And the thing that hurt me the most was when they said I should be embarrassed. That I'm probably embarrassed.
I got another small clip here. Now, the chick that hold him down is justifying her defense. She feels as though she did nothing wrong, and that, as a matter of fact, he should be embarrassed that he actually came out about it. Check this shit out.
I feel like you did some shit wrong.
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was gonna talk to him, be like, you definitely felt disrespected as a person. Me, I take accountability what I do. If you dead ass felt disrespected, I didn't know. So you gotta let me know. If you did, I will always apologize. I mean, that's just normal people. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for the guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
So she's saying it's embarrassing for him to have had that happen to him. Listen to it again.
Too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
No, I was looking for him. I was looking everywhere for him.
I got to pass that.
There it is. And so basically, and this also, this girl as well, like I'm going to go ahead and just get even farther into this. Just because I just want you to understand that there is not even a fucking, a 1% chance that this is like this person is a very clear psychotic bad actor.
Now, this video he about to show y'all is very telling of why the way that she is. She's fucked up all the way in the head. She had a fucked up childhood growing up, apparently, and now she's using her past experiences to justify her bad behavior for the future and like right now.
It was deep.
I've never been in a relationship, but I have relationship problems with my little brother, like really bad ones. I was trying to be like an older sister, and like, mind you, I never met him for like 6 years since we were born. So I was like 8, he was 6. That's when we first met. And I was like, I have a little brother, I didn't know that. So we met up, because I actually grew up in a foster house. And then I moved in with my real parents when I was 8. It was very violent, the foster house I was in. I loved them, I loved the people who took care of me, they took very good care of me. But they were also very traditional, as in very old school, where everything was very physical. Like, you know, I've been beat, you know, obviously. Because in a foster house, I had 2 little younger brothers that weren't biological to me, but they were autistic. I would take care of them, and because they were sped, I would take care of them more.
Just get ready.
So when I had
Get
a brother
ready.
that had all the chromosomes, I was like, you should be like, okay, like you should.
Here we go.
You should not be acting sped. Like you can't be. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be like.
Let's not use the word sped.
He wanted a sister, right? But I was like kind of rejecting him. I've always been beat growing up, so I was never taught the right way. It was always through action. So I was really aggressive with my younger brother, and
Here we
he
go.
was like 6. So I beat him until he was like 15 or 13, all the way there, and like child's protective.
So she was 8 and he was 6. So she beat him until, because like this isn't like some 8-year-old on 6-year-old stuff. This is like her being 17, 15, 16, 17 years old, beating her little brother. This is going on for the better part of a decade, 9 years.
Came.
And not only that, she self-incriminated herself. Like, you know, she's used to abuse and trauma, and she justifies that abuse and trauma in expelling that on everybody else around her. And she's okay with that. You know, she never like healed from her past traumas. And now that she's older and like got a mind of her own, she thinks it's normal. The abuse and trauma that she experienced, she thinks that's normal to put that on everybody else.
We had to fly to China to evade the police.
Listen to
at
that
12
again.
Or 13, all the way there, and like Child Protective Services came.
CPS had to come.
We had to fly to China.
She had to leave the country to go to China because of how bad it was. The whole family had to relocate because of this.
Evade the police. And
To evade the police.
Protective Services, because they were going to put us in foster care. And we went to China for a month, came back. My dad almost got arrested because they.
So her dad also, again, she almost ruined her dad's life too because of this.
My dad beating him, but it was actually me. And they all knew, but I wouldn't say anything. And I beat him more to not say anything to the police when they got interrogated.
Crazy.
And then he got released. I think it wasn't the physical beating that was the worst part. It was the mental. Like, it really hindered him. It disabled him from like being able to express himself. It took me like 6 years to say sorry to him. So I feel like that's why for me, I can't really be affectionate to a lot of people because I don't really know how to. So I only know how to be loud and aggressive, right?
lock her ass up and throw away the key. She is an absolute menace out here. And it's crazy, y'all, because you'll never expect it. Look at her. She's a beautiful, attractive young lady, got a small frame. You'll never think to your mind that she's capable of doing some bullshit, but she is. And that's just the mentality that we have as a society, that, you know, you see a woman like that, she can't do no wrong.
Well, we see that. And so anyway, this girl ends up, so you saw all of the clips, you saw her downplaying it happening. You saw Saeed talking about how it negatively emotionally affected him, and he put out a tweet whenever they got suspended saying thank you as well. You know, all of these things have happened. And this is there are 3 separate occasions that, and again, reverse the roles. If 2 men held down a woman and started doing anything sexual like that to a girl,
it's over. It's absolutely over. He losing his livelihood, his career, his peace of mind. You name it. Like, his whole life is ruined.
it would be instantly permabanned off the platform and probably in jail. These girls haven't had a single thing happen to them at all legally. And on top of that, Twitch finally found out about this and they suspended their accounts for 1 day. That's right. For one singular day. And so what does that show right now? It shows that Twitch knew something happened, and Twitch decided that based off of what they saw, a 1 day suspension is a justifiable punishment for 3 counts of assisting in assault on camera to the same person. They got banned for 24 hours. And the other girl that was with her, Zoe Spencer, also got unbanned last night. These are people who assaulted a person 3 times on camera, banned for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's enough of that. The problem stems from the actual website itself. Like, Twitch is known to pander towards women, to be honest with you. And like, man, they got no problem with women like objectifying themselves and like doing fucked up shit, as long as they're getting paid for it, because they know that women brings in that audience, because there's a lot of sexually like undisciplined and sexually deprived men out there that like gets drawn to like shit like this and towards these women. And as long as they're getting paid for it, like, they don't give a fuck for real. And like you said before, they only got the ban because it got resurfaced. This was thrown under the radar. I don't know what to say, y'all. It's fucked up. It's wrong regardless. It don't matter if it was a man or a woman. I mean, to be honest, if it was me, shit, you know, I'm freaked out. I probably would have been okay with it if it was me. But that's because I'm a dirty bastard. But I can see why somebody else might think differently because of that. You know, not everybody's the same way. Not everyone has the same mindset for stuff like that. And it should be held seriously for both men and women. Now, just because he's a man doesn't mean that he should be okay with getting taken advantage of and being sexually assaulted, especially on camera, man. Like, people just don't give no fucks no more. All right, y'all. That's the video. Thank y'all for being here with me tonight. I'm gonna catch y'all next time in the next video. All right, peace.